KwaZulu-Natal Premier Thami Ntuli says efforts are currently underway to assess the extent of the damage caused by the devastating heavy rains in the province. Ntuli says the provincial government is looking at ways to shelter displaced residents, particularly in Inanda in the eThekwini metro. eThekwini Mayor Cyril Xaba has also expressed concern over the fatal floods affecting the province. This as the death toll has since risen to 9.
Ours is to assess the extent of the damage and also offer immediate support. I think the devastation not only to Inanda and the other areas of eThekwini, as I'm with His Worship the Mayor of eThekwini, who's doing good work on the ground with his team, because they've been cleaning the roads, they've been ensuring that mobility is not affected, the access to strategic economic zones is not affected. And I was quite impressed by the reflection by one of the businessmen saying in Pinetown, if it were not for the working stormwater drainage system, their businesses were going to be washed away due to the heavy rains. And we are hopeful that when we engage those who are affected here in Inanda, because I've heard that they lost everything, and unfortunately they chose to be with their neighbors, according to the information which I've heard, but we'll engage them. Apart from the fact that we have brought some support to them, but we'll also engage them to establish whether they decide to continue staying with their neighbors, and then we find ways of expediting the support in terms of them ensuring that they're being assured that they get shelter.
There's been a declaration of disaster. It's going to help us a great deal because it will then release resources and to then deal with the infrastructure damage and also to try and recycle people who have been affected in the city. Indeed, in February we had 2 floods that claimed the first flood claimed 6 lives, and the next flood claimed 5 floods. They happened within a space of about a week from each other. They were just a week apart. And then in March we also had 2 floods. I also had this recent flood, and again we lost some lives, and there was damage to people's houses. So it's indeed a concern to all of us, and we are told that we are not out of the wood yet, because we're still yet to get rains in April as well as in May.